Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is still Monday, March 14th, 2022. Sit back and relax because we have to talk post-market wrap-up. People, let me clarify something here. I see that, some of you did not get my freaking point from my video this morning. I had said that the CEO of Pfizer, Albert so-and-so, whatever the freak his name is a veterinarian, and he's giving out medical advice for human beings. Okay. You see, my point was he can't do that. I'm not saying that veterinarians are not possibly smarter than MDs, DOs, or whoever else. I was just trying to make a point that if you or I, a garbage man, someone that sweeps streets, I don't know, fixes computers, a CEO of a Wall Street bank came out and was trying to give medical advice, well, there'd be a price to pay. But no, if you're the CEO of a major pharmaceutical company, one of the public enemies here, and you just happen to be a veterinarian, well, go ahead, give all the medical advice you want. You can't make this shit up. And I'm stunned that some of you didn't get the freaking point. Anyway, let's move forward here, people. What a crazy volatile day in this market. Gold got hit today. Crude got hit today. Silver got hit today. Commodities got hit today. And why is that? Well, because apparently, look, they're playing the game that you and I knew they were going to play. Oh, they're going to talk. There's more talks now. All this is a delay tactic to prolong the freak show war, to borrow cash into existence more so than ever before. They will prolong this like they will prolong every other freaking crisis that they can come up with. You understand? That's the truth. Oh yeah, now we have some new freaky variant of COVID. Oh yeah, that's why in order to be considered fully vaccinated, now you need 4 shots. Oh yeah, the CEO, veterinarian of Pfizer. Yeah, you need 4, otherwise you're not fully vaccinated, and a 5th shot's coming. So roll up those freaking sleeves, people. Anyway, yeah, that's the situation. Honestly, anyway. So, yes, commodities got hit today on the back of apparent talks. Look, Russia is not going to stop until... Does anybody realize that this is not going to stop until they achieve their goals, which is, that's it. Ukraine is going down, period. The freaking end. Oh, did you hear? The White House today sending out a very strong message to China. If you support Russia, there's going to be a horrible price to pay. Another red line from our retarded president. I think he's really retarded. Honestly, I think he needs to up his medication a little bit. Anyway, so with that said, stock market all over the place. There was the specter today from the United Nations Secretary General on the possibility of nuclear war. Oh, and the market didn't like hearing that either. Look, they're playing their games, the fear tactic, the scare tactics, and everything else you can possibly think about. And this market is so sensitive to every single word that comes out of the mouth of whoever supposed puppet world leader. You all know that. So we had a Dow Jones Industrial Average. The whole market was up nicely. The Dow was up like 450 something points early. We finished just about at the flat line. The NASDAQ took the biggest hit today. Okay. Whatever. Look, this market is going to remain a little bit on edge here until the talks are over. Okay, and of course the war resumes, which it hasn't really stopped anyway. Commodities are going to rebound. I think we all know that. And, the Fed decision, which we already know what they've decided to do. What do they think? We are retards? No, we're not retards. We're really not. They're going to raise rates, at least I believe so. And let's see if I'm the retard here. But no, I really believe the Fed is going to raise rates on Wednesday, fractional amount, and the market's going to love it. But again, it's what the freak says after the announcement, because we're going to hear from, public enemy number freaking one when he does his little speech, all the questions, most of them which are submitted in advance because you can't make the Fed chair look stupid or retarded. No, you can't. So, they screen these questions for the most part. Some squeak through here and there, but he knows what's coming down the pike before. Anyway, so that's really the Q&A session. What are we going to hear? Oh, our economy is great. Oh, and did I forget to tell you that inflation is not temporary? As a matter of fact, we heard from the Fed today. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about the lovely Fed. So this is from the New York Fed today. And this is a quote. Ready? Are you freaking ready? Short-term inflation expectations are that inflation will move higher. Specifically, it says short-term inflation expectation expected to rise. You can't imagine how surprised I am. You must be shocked too. So really not so transitory here. Oh, by the way, JP Morgan, the number one rigger of metals on the planet Earth, they made an interesting statement today. Are you ready to hear this one? Increase your exposure to gold. JP Morgan is saying buy gold. What do you think about that? Are they ready to smash it down? Are they going to smash it? Is that why they're telling you to buy it? Good. Let them play their game. We're going to play our game. Again, what are they doing? They're taking something that doesn't exist. It's not on the elemental chart, okay? And they're dumping it onto the market here. I'm talking about the paper derivative here. You and I, we're going to continue to hold physical metals. Let them play their game. We're going to play our game. But it does, when I hear something like this, when I hear a Wall Street bank, JP Morgan especially here, say to increase your exposure to gold, I actually kind of cringed when I heard about this. I was like, oh, okay. I guess we can expect a pretty big smackdown to come. Good. Let it smack down because that'll just make our life a lot easier because look, we're going to keep betting against the debt. It's a massive, horrible, disgusting, vomitous, putrid bubble, and it's going to engulf the earth. You all know that. Anyway, so that's the story today. Kind of interesting stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention crypto. I did this morning. Hey, people like, hey, Greg, why did you mention crypto? Nothing's really going on here with regard to cryptocurrency. It's, doing its usual sidewalk act, staying in a range, Bitcoin hovering around 39,000. The real story today really was the hit on commodities on these talks between Russia and Ukraine. Like it's really going to make a difference. The war is going to end today. Oh, so let's just sell all of our commodities. You got to be kidding me. No one is buying this stuff. At least you and I, we should be buying the dip here in commodities in my view because they're going much, much higher. There's no doubt about it because the expansion of war is going to happen one way or the other. Either it's an engineered freaking chemical attack, a false flag, bio attack, nuclear strike, according to, what's this guy's name? Here, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, whatever, another freak. This is what he said. The prospect of nuclear war is back within the realm of possibility. Fantastic then, people. What else can I tell you? I guess we're all going to die. Anyway, what else is there to tell you? Well, I did miss you today. I really mean that. I do ponder what goes through all of your heads during the day. Probably the same thing as me, trying to stay sane in this freak show. It's kind of difficult, though. It really is. Anyway, look, we got this. We know what we're doing. We know why we're doing it. We're not going to change anything. We're gonna watch that 10-year yield, which is above 2%. Did you see what happened today? Again, earlier this morning, I explained to you that the setup was kind of nice for the market, and it was. We got a 10-year yield above 2. I almost said 10%. Imagine that. 2%, a weaker dollar. Even on the back of the weaker dollar, gold and silver, of course, got cremated today. So, especially gold, that JP Morgan said you should be buying, by the way. Although, obviously, this is this is something we should be looking at. But again, the threat of nuclear war and everything else, the market doesn't like hearing that. I can't wait till Wednesday. I really can't wait till Wednesday. I hope I don't have a complete, utter, total, freaking meltdown. And, well, might be fun. I don't know. All right, look, I'm out of here. People, this guy here right here loves you a lot. Please share the video. Let me know what you think about the Freak Show. What's going on? We're getting more freaky by the day. I think so. Hey, someone out here, one of you, sent me these pads. I got them in the mail, believe it or not. I only got one sheet left. I could use a couple more. Actually, that's not true. I still got a few other ones that you sent me, and I want to thank you for these. I did get it. People, again, we're having a good time, aren't we? Regardless of anything else, well, at least some people are. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow.